Hey everybody, this is Mark Doohan, and in this video, I want to share with you the 10 influences that predict and ensure success. Now, for those of you who do not know me, my name again is Mark Doohan. I'm a former addict, alcoholic, former cigarette smoker. I've been free of all those addictions for over 30 years. I had a really tough start in life. I was a ninth grade dropout till I was 27 years old when I got my GED, and with little more than a ninth grade education, I was able to go from back in the day, the streets, all the way to being a corner office executive for a large corporation and created some amazing things within that company. I started to study self-improvement and a number of topics. And then really in the last probably about 10 years, I started to study things like law of attraction, quantum physics, a lot of spiritual practices, just really all number of things that have really helped me to change my life and to overcome really tough situations and create an amazing life. So that's why I do these videos. I want to help other people to create more of the life that they want. I want to help you create more of the life that you want. So this video is about the 10 influences that predict and ensure success. Now, how I came up with these was I started to think about all the times I was really successful. I'd set a goal, I'd set something I wanted to create, and man, things would fall into place and I'd create it or I would achieve the goal. It went really, I mean, it was like amazing. I was motivated, I was inspired. And then other times in my life, I've set goals for something that I thought I really wanted and I hadn't been able to make it happen. And so I started to reverse engineer my successes and I started to figure out that there were almost always 10 things in play at a very strong level when I was succeeding. And if some of those 10 things were not at a very strong level, if I didn't have them significantly enough, or I don't know what the right word is, but if I didn't have them strong enough, I couldn't achieve the goal that I was after. And so I broke those down and I created a little chart and I use this for goal achievement and I use it with my coaching clients. I teach them this methodology to help them achieve their goals. So let's get started. So the first thing that I noticed is whenever I've achieved something that I really wanted, I had a really strong desire to make it happen. I had a really strong desire to have the outcome I wanted. And so I created a scale of 1 to 10, just like when you go to the doctor and the doctor says, what's your pain level? Is it a 1 or a 10? 10 being really bad. Well, in my case, 10 is really good on my little scale. So I would ask myself now, if I'm setting a goal, how strongly do I desire this goal? If that's a 10, an 8, 9, or 10, that's good. I'm probably going to be able to accomplish that goal. If my desire is really low, I'm probably not going to achieve that goal. For this example, let's use weight loss because that's a pretty common one, but these things apply to everything. These influences apply to any goal you're going to set. Relationship, money, career, but let's choose weight loss as a goal here, just to walk through this example and help you understand it better. So say I want to lose 20 pounds or I want to lose some weight. If I have a strong desire to do that, man, my chances are better already that I might achieve it. The second thing is I have to believe that it's possible, right? If I have a strong desire and I strongly believe, and I'm asking myself subconsciously, do I really believe I can do this? Could I really achieve this goal? If I believe at an 8, 9, or 10, man, my chances are improving now of achieving that goal. But what if I've tried to lose weight like 7 different times and I failed every time? My belief might be a little bit damaged, right? I might have a strong desire, but deep down I'm thinking, you know what, I'm probably just going to fail again, okay? And if that's a low score on your belief of anything below a 7, chances are it's going to be really hard. The lower it is, the harder it's going to be to achieve that goal. The good news is there are ways to increase desire. There are ways to increase belief. There are ways to increase all of these influences. But for today's lesson, let's just learn what these are and start seeing how you can apply these towards your goal. Okay, so back to our weight loss. Want to lose weight? Got a strong desire. Let's say I have a strong belief that it's possible. I just believe it's possible. Now, do I have a motivation to do something now? And what I mean by that is, I may have a strong desire. I may even believe it's possible. But if there's really no reason for me to change right now, I might stay in my old habits. But what if I have a reunion of some sort coming up in 6 months and I want to lose some weight within that 6 months? I want to lose 20 pounds. Wow, I've got some motivation, man, and I know I'm going to see this old girlfriend, or I'm going to be, seeing some people, and I don't want them to see me overweight and out of shape. I want to be in great shape. All right, so if I have a strong desire, if it's an 8, 9, or 10, and a strong belief, 8, 9, or 10, or a motivation to do something now, my chances are going up every second here that I'm probably going to achieve that goal, right? Clarity is the next one that's always present. All these things seem to be very present and very strong when I'm achieving my goals. So in this case, clarity. Do I know exactly how much weight I want to lose? If my goal is to just lose some weight, that's not clear enough. I want to lose weight and get in shape. So I want to lose 20 pounds and be muscular and lose, 4 inches off my waist. That's clear. I can start picturing that in my mind. I can start knowing what I want to look like. If that's pretty clear, that's an 8, 9, or 10. If I don't have sufficient, that's the word I'm looking for, clarity, then I'm less likely to achieve the goal. What's the next one? Decision, decisiveness, or commitment, right? So I can have a strong desire, have a strong belief, have some motivation, have some clarity. But if I don't decide to start doing something now, if I don't decide that's it, I'm done with the old way and I'm committed to going this new way. If I don't decide decisively, strongly at an 8, 9, or 10, I mean, a 10, hopefully, I'm in it, right, to win it. If I don't make that decision, I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to get going. So decision is really important. You have to decide. In my mind, it's like whenever I set a goal, once I decide that's it, and I've decided it, or if I'm trying to manifesting something and I decide that's it, that's what I want, and I know for certainty that's it, I'm committed to it, that's when things start to happen. So that's what decision is about. What about strategy? Okay, so whenever I have all these things, I also need a strategy. So to lose weight, I would have to say, okay, I'm going to have a diet maybe and an exercise plan, but I want to find a diet that works for me, and I want to find an exercise plan that works for me, and I got to believe in it that it's going to work, and I got to, decide that that's what I'm going to stick with. So strategy, I need to have a strategy. In manifesting or law of attraction, which those of you who know me know I'm really huge on it, and I've used it very successfully for some powerful things. Um, the strategy may be as simple as just sitting, imagining, and not only imagining, I don't like the word imagine, I like the word experience. So I would get into a meditative state and experience the outcome that I want. I would experience myself already having the state that I want, the thing that I want, the shape that I want, the whatever it is. I would already or just experience it in my body as if I was smelling, taste, touch. I could feel it. It would just be so real to me while I'm in a meditative state. That's manifesting, but that could be the strategy. That could be part of the strategy. So do you have a strategy, and is it very defined? Is it 8, 9, or 10? The next thing is consistent action. All right. So now that I have all these other things in place, am I taking the actions that I would need to take every day to make this happen? And the action, again, might be as simple as sitting in meditation for part of it and imagining or experiencing it in your body and mind as if it's real. And your actions may include your diet, it may include your exercise. So action has to be consistent. Are you consistently taking it? If you're inconsistent and you're not doing it, when you need to, or as much as you need to, then that would be a 1, 2, 3, or 4, and that's not going to get your goal, right? But if it's an 8, 9, or 10, consistently doing it, again, you're ratcheting your chances of success up. Persistence. That means if you get knocked off, okay, of your plan, so you've got all these other things, the desire, belief, motivation, all this stuff, you got a strategy, you've made the decision, you're taking the actions, but then something happens. You get the flu and you get sick, and so you don't exercise for like 4 days. And then it's harder to get back into it. Well, persistence is getting back in it as soon as you can. Even if you fall off, finding a way to get back and get recommitted and keep going, right? Even if you have something else happen, a car accident happens and it throws you off for months, and then getting right back to it. Persistence is sticking with it, persisting until you succeed. Is that at a high level? If not, it's going to be hard to achieve the goal. Discipline. So with all these other things in place, eventually you're taking the right actions, you're persisting, it becomes a discipline, it becomes a practice, it becomes a habit. And once it becomes a habit, you're virtually ensured of having the outcome that you want. And then the final thing is managing your attitude and mindset throughout the engagement. So when you're setting this goal and you have all these things in place at a high level, right? You want to manage your attitude because sometimes you can get discouraged. Sometimes people can discourage you, or you can allow people to discourage you. Sometimes it gets hard, but other times it's great. But are you managing your attitude? Are you reminding yourself it's so worth it? Are you sitting in meditation, imagining what it's going to be like once you have what you want? Are you managing your attitude to keep it amped up and positive, and the vibration in your body really enthusiastic and excited about having what you want? So you can see on this scale, if you rate an 8, 9, or 10 on all of these things, you are pretty much insured. Your chances of achieving your goal are really high. Now, how this is used to predict success. So if you rate high on all of these things for your goal of having a great relationship, your chances are very high of achieving that wonderful relationship that you want. If, however, they're low in certain sports, certain areas, perhaps you don't have enough clarity, you know you need to move that up. If it's at a 3 right now, you're not really sure what you want, you need to work on it to get it up to an 8, 9, or 10. If you don't have a strategy yet, you need to build one, right? Till it's an 8, 9, or 10, something you believe in. If you're not taking the actions you need to do to have the outcome you want, you need to move that up to an 8, 9, or 10. If you're not managing your attitude and you're getting discouraged, you need to get that up to an 8, 9, or 10. So these 10 influences can be used to help you predict your ability to succeed at whatever you're trying to accomplish. And it can also be used to ensure that success by making yourself move these items, these influences up to an 8, 9, or 10. And once you have them all up there, and keep pushing them up into 8, 9s, 10s, and maybe every day they're not all at 8, 9s, and 10s, but as often as possible, the sooner you're going to reach your goal. Hope this has been helpful, and keep your eyes open for more videos to come. Please do me a favor. If you like this video and the information, or if you found it interesting, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Share this video with other people. Tell other people about me and about my videos. And let's get the word out and try to help as many people as we can. And I'll see you on the next video with some more great content, some things that can help you create the life that you really want. Take care till next time. Bye.